Coffee and Headlines is brought to you by the generous support of our viewers and the following community partners: Best Cord Cutting TV, Bravo's Restaurant Bar, Joint Boutique Hotel and Cowork, Puerto Vallarta Neurofeedback, Puerto Vallarta Owners Reps, Oculto, and Siam Cocina Thai. Thank you for your support, and thank you for supporting our community partners. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get-together live here on Facebook, where we take a look at news and stories and headlines, mostly fun and interesting, although today we're going to have a really shady broadcast because a lot of the questionable handlings of our last administration in the city are starting to come up. And it's not pretty, but I think people should know. People should know what went on, and hopefully the new administration will get around to proceeding legally whenever it is applicable and will give us some clarity as to some situations that I'm going to outline today. Other than that, we have a bunch of interesting news and updates that I wish to share. So we're going to get started with our news, but not before reminding you, as always, if you have something important that you wish to share with everyone. It helps a great deal if you add a capital letter Q at the beginning of your question or comment. And if you are watching live for the first time, we'd love to give you a nice little welcome with a capital letter N in your comment. So we get started with the news, and yes, the ugly is starting to come out. Meet Rodrigo Perez. He is the treasurer for the city's new administration, and he started this week with a couple little headaches. The first one, it turns out that the previous city council was given exit bonuses amounting to over 300,000 pesos, while interim mayor Pepe Martinez and former mayor Luis Michel received an exit bonus for 50,000 pesos and 700,000 pesos respectively. The question is, who approved these bonuses? It's a lot of moolah. And the second headache that this nice treasurer for the city is dealing with has to do with 62 city cleaning employees that were fired without benefits and a promise that they would be rehired by the new administration. The problem is, apparently, the new administration was not notified on these details, so now the aforementioned city cleaning staff is at City Hall protesting on a permanent basis until they receive some clarity about their current and future situation. And then there's this gentleman by the name of Alonso Perez. Some time ago, he was given the job of press secretary for former mayor Luis Michel's and interim mayor Pepe Martinez's administration by Michel's two sons. This guy was brought in from the Morena party in Guadalajara, and according to some, his work left quite a bit to be desired. He did not even sign paperwork when it was time to turn over his office to the new administration, did not prepare an outgoing speech for interim mayor Martinez 3 days before his final State of the Municipality address was due, and he took equipment from the press office on the way out and apparently left town without paying rent where he was living. These are our former administration's employees. What do you know? It does not change the quality of our experience in Puerto Vallarta, but it does feel good to mention some of these individuals. The city has a new gender equality commission. This is good news, I suppose. The commission is led by, of all people, City Council member Chita Lopez, the wife of former Mayor Luis Michel and former candidate to become the mayor of Puerto Vallarta. And I say of all people for no reason other than Chita is one of the most religious members of the city council, as I've been told, and a person that would undoubtedly be a little bit uncomfortable with our city's LGBT agenda. Or maybe she's just being punished for, just punished. I don't know. I just think it's odd that she is the person, of all people, to ensure gender equality in our city and gender equality as it relates to LGBT-related issues. And we wrap up our news block with good news for El Parian in Tlaquepaque from the municipality mayor, Laura Imelda Perez. She has confirmed that the municipality, along with businesses involved and the association that administers the popular tourist destination, will contribute to its reconstruction, although there is no tentative date yet for this project to get started. And these are the news that we have in the first block. Let us turn over to the weather just to see what is going on out there. If you die as a result of inclement weather, I promise to write a beautiful text message to your family detailing my no refunds policy. I have no idea what that is about or what prompted this lovely remark from Snarky Weatherman. All I can tell you, if I can find my mouse. Where is my mouse? My cursor is gone. Where is my cursor? Come on, cursor. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay, now I can tell you what I want to tell you, which is our forecast, which says that today will be humid with clear skies throughout the day, a high of 32 and a low of 23. Then tomorrow, Thursday, humid with mostly clear skies, but a few clouds may be wandering around, a high of 32 and a low of 23. Then Friday, humid with clear skies throughout the day, a chance of rain of only 11%, and that's the highest we're going to see in the next 3 days. A high temperature of 32 and a low temperature of 22. So no rain forecasted this week. I do want to let you know, though, that last week I mentioned the fact that the new bicycle path, the northbound bike path going along Francisco Medina Asensio, was finished. And yesterday, I went walking that path because I asked you if you were curious about it, and you said yes. I was joined by our dear friend Logan. Muffin walked, well, he rode his bicycle while I was walking. So we filmed a lovely walk that I'm going to share with you on Friday. This will be the first of 2 pre-recorded broadcasts that we're going to have this week as I am sneaking out to Guadalajara again. And I will be recording the second walk today. And the second walk is a certain little street that I've been wanting to explore in Colonia Emiliano Zapata, and I'm barely getting to know. So, 2 walks recorded ahead of time for you to enjoy starting on Friday. And moving on to other matters, let's see. This is good. Banderas News reminds us that the 17th annual Playa Los Muertos fishing tournament is coming back. It is set to take place on Saturday, November 9, with an increased prize pool and a guaranteed cash prize of 450,000 pesos. So you can find out more about this fun event in Banderas News. The information will be located in the show notes as usual. Also in November, we mentioned this a while back, the Ultra Trail Mont Blanc World Series will bring together the world's finest long distance trail runners for the most prestigious event in the world that will take place from November 7 to 9. The good news is the final stretch of the race will pass through the Malecon in case you wish to go out and cheer the competitors. Now, I want to bring some I want to bring some coughing to your attention. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to bring an unrelated issue to your attention. This is here strictly for cultural reasons. The problem with the P word. Some say it's no big deal. Others say it is an insult, but it is that one word which is not, well, there it is. Puto or puto is not a friendly word. It is a word that we use to refer to male homosexuals, although it could also be puta and refer to female prostitutes. The male version of this, which you're seeing on the screen, is either used to refer to male prostitutes, or more usually, or more commonly rather, to male homosexuals. Gay men may use it among ourselves, just if you are in the comfort of friendly company, just as African American men might use the N word among themselves. But it is a word that shows up frequently as a cheer or a chant in soccer games when fans of a team are trying to shame the opposing team. Some people, again, say using the word in that context is no big deal, but a lot of people are of the opinion that this is a homophobic and discriminatory chant. The bottom line is that every time that fans mutter the P word during a game, Mexico's soccer cup is fined, and Mexico has had to pay thousands of dollars for incidents in which fans have been unruly. Mexico, of course, must do whatever possible to get rid of the chant by the 2026 World Cup, when the world's eyes will be on our country. Mexico is going to host 13 World Cup games, including 4 in Guadalajara. So will we be able to persuade fans to not use it? I don't know. Does it bother me personally? Only in principle. When we went to the Lucha Libre, I noticed that some fans used it. It is so deeply engraved in our culture. I just don't see how it's going to go away. But it is what it is, and I thought you should know about that issue. Don't use the word unless you are with company you really, really know and trust. As always, I remind you of the spotlight, which is going to be this afternoon, and I want to let you know that you can join us in person at the Joint Boutique Hotel and Cowork. We will be broadcasting from Café Rio as usual, starting at 4 o'clock this afternoon. We will have Carmen Porras remotely. She's going to be joining us from Mexico City and talk about their upcoming Day of the Dead public dinner, which will take place on Saturday, November 2nd, and also the possibility of also having one on November 1st, because apparently the November 2nd dinner is selling very well. We're also going to be joined by Miranda from Monson Brewing, because they have an October Fiesta coming up, and this is coming up on Saturday starting at 6 p.m. This is going to be a German-style event, and we'll find out all the details about this during the afternoon interview. Last but not least, before we get into the chit-chat section, I found something on YouTube that you might be interested in watching. There is a YouTube channel called Nonstop Eurotrip, and they have published the first English language review or tour guide to the Maya train I have seen. I have seen others in Spanish, but this is the first one that that I've seen in English. I haven't watched the whole way, but what I have seen so far looks really exciting, and of course, it helps me get even more excited about the possibility of doing this trip sometime in the near future. So, if you've been curious about that, I am sure you're going to enjoy bumping or clicking on rather on this link in the show notes after the broadcast today. Hmm. Let's see. Good afternoon, everyone. Lots of good mornings, lots of good afternoons. Thank you very much. La la la. Oh, I am so glad, Luisa, that you are hanging out with Brian. Brian, of course, is in Guadalajara because his husband Chris is going through a medical intervention. And of course, we send you lots of love and light and hand holding. I am sure things are going to come out fine. Let's see. Let's see. Lots of good mornings. Spencer asks, and she is getting paid for that LGBT new position, correct? I don't know exactly how it works. I don't know if if they get paid or not. Michael comments, don't think Chuyita is being punished for the posting that she has. It's probably the one that has the lowest budget and she can't steal it. Oh, that deserves one of these. Neither Michael nor I have been fans of the past administration, and I'm sure we're not alone there. And yes, Angelica, it's a very insulting word. And and Betsy, who watches matches, says, I hate hearing that word. Many of my friends disagree with me. Again, it depends on who you ask, and it depends on the context. Logan says the P word. Oh my God, we could hold an hours plus long roundtable on this topic. I totally agree. Let's see what else we have. Oh, Brian, you guys are in my heart and you should know that. And if I'm able to cross paths with you in Guadalajara this weekend, I will be so very happy to do that. Boom, 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 boom. Karen won't be able to watch live tomorrow as I am starting. Oh, chemo. I know, Karen. What can I say? I am so happy that you are in a place, in a position that you can actually take advantage of the options that you have to take care of your health. And I trust that everything will turn out well. But it's always challenging to hear from friends when they have to go through medical stuff. Much light to everyone and anyone that is dealing with medical issues, and much light to all of us as we continue with the rest of the day. For me, it's about editing a few things that I need to work on before this afternoon, and of course, continuing to edit the material that I'm putting together for you for the weekend. If you're around, feel free to stop by the Joint Boutique Hotel this afternoon for our presentation. I know there might be some giveaways. We'll definitely have a giveaway from the Joint Boutique Hotel's coffee shop, and maybe, just maybe, from some of the people out there. And I know that we are still having to schedule the big giveaway of memberships for the brain fart moment. Oh my God. International Friendship Club. I hate it when this happens to me. Anyhow, have a great day. I hope to see you this afternoon. And if not this afternoon, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning. Have an amazing day.